Hi guys, welcome back. It's time for the fourth video in the media industry's little spectrum here. So today I'm going to be doing a new article as always, and the title of it is, I'll just read it to you guys here. US smartphone penetration surpassed 80% in 2016. So yes, that is pretty self-explanatory, but we're just going to get started. So basically this article is just talking about smartphones, and basically that 2016 was the biggest year for that. I mean, it was definitely 2016 was a big year for technology as a whole, I guess, but cell phones, or smartphones, sorry, are definitely everywhere. Basically, the percentage of the cell phones since they came out about, I think it was about a decade ago, has almost doubled in the last 5 years. So basically, like, the smartphones started off around, I think it was like about 40% 5 years ago is how many people had them and adopted them, and then now it's about 80%. And that was in July, and then in December that just passed, it went to up another just 1%, but still that's a lot of people in December. So basically, the statistic tells us what we already know. Smartphones are everywhere. Pretty much just like giving us perspective into like how these devices have really come about in the last decade, and it's definitely been a big thing. Yeah, like 5 years ago they were a new commodity. I know 5 years ago, I think 5 years ago I had one of the Blackberries, one of the old Blackberry Bolds, the really huge bulky ones that definitely had their issues, but that was one of the first few rounds, and I know a lot of my friends didn't have those. They still had like some of like the LG rumors and stuff like that. So yeah, those were interesting, but definitely the last 5 years, especially when it comes to like the iPhones and the Samsung phones, they're crazy doubled, like the percentage of how many people actually have them. And then just quickly go back to the iPhone. That's probably one of the more popular ones. I have one. It's hard to believe, like, the iPhone was first introduced in 2007? Yeah, it was 2007, and only about 6% of the people with smartphones actually had iPhones, and it was like, I guess it was more like other styles, like BlackBerry was a lot more prominent back then as it is now. It's not really much of a huge thing. It's more of a software than it is a cell phone. But now we're definitely past the whole growth stage of the smartphones, and the ownership of like getting them has definitely slowed in the last couple of years. Basically, like the people who don't have them are just like, they don't really need them, and the likelihood of them getting them is pretty low unless it's like completely free. Yeah. Sorry guys, my camera just cut out there. Just gonna go back quickly what I was saying. So it's definitely the phone plan price that's causing the last couple people not to get them. Usually they start about like $70 to $80 as a starter plan, and then they add on stuff and it ends up being over $100. Not everybody can afford that, so there's not really much of a point of buying a super expensive phone if you can't afford the super expensive plan. So really, like, the whole ordeal about this whole smartphone thing is, yes, they're rising, and yes, they're helpful. They help with safety and all this other stuff, but not everyone's ever going to have one because of how expensive they are, and it's just too complicated sometimes to afford such an amenity. But in the end, I guess they are helpful. I mean, I have one, most people have them, but it's probably more like, if you look back and think about it, it's more like maybe the developing countries that don't, but I'm sure the statistic is actually for the US, but there's always people who don't have them and don't need them, and a cell phone's a cell phone. If it can make a call, you're safe. So yeah, that's pretty much all my thoughts on this there, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!